I met Matt Barnes on Christmas one year when he played for the Clippers. It was a Warriors and Clippers game, and we won. The Warriors, we won, and I met him and Chris Paul. Pretty cool guy. And the reason why Matt Barnes is a cool guy is because he is a Bay Area native. He was born in the Bay, kind of grew up in Sacramento. We do not consider Sacramento the Bay, but he was born in the Bay. He's a Pisces, and he also was married to Gloria Govan, who is from Oakland. And we'll get into this new series starting now. You ready? Hey, besties. Thank you for coming back to the channel Behind the Shade. This is Shade. We are going to look into the Barnes Bunch. Season 1, Episode 1, Meet the Barnes Bunch. So we have NBA player Matt Barnes. He is a podcaster. His show is called All the Smoke with Stephen Jackson. He has twin boys. Their names are Isaiah and Carter. They're 14. And he is engaged to Anasa, who is a plus size model, and she's the daughter of legendary Beverly Johnson, who graced the first African American to grace the screen of the page, the cover of Vogue magazine. So that's a really big deal. Beverly Johnson, still beautiful. She had a reality show years ago. Seems like she still is in Palm Springs. And her reality show was a snooze fest. But I do remember this was before Anasa was married. Anasa and her kind of their relationship wasn't peaceful. And it just seems like, and you understand, Beverly Johnson was a world renowned model, supermodel. So possibly, she wasn't there for Anasa a lot, and maybe Anasa resents that a little bit. So that's that, what I do remember. Well, since then, she has been married and divorced, and she comes into the family with 4 kids. She has Ava, who's 13, David, who's 10, Dean is 9, and they have a son together, Aston, who is 4. So his 2, her 3, and 1 together. What is that, 6 kids? So they have broken up already. They got back together, and now they're engaged. And I did look them up. Nasa is a Capricorn, Matt is a Pisces, so they are compatible. And Anasa is 2 years older than him. So the episode starts off, they're in therapy, and we're going back 6 weeks. So I guess we're going to have 6 shows, 6 episodes. So it starts off, they're in therapy. He admitted to being overwhelmed. He just retired, met her, they got pregnant within a year. And he has this thing where he has female friends that female fans that flirt, and that's one of Nasa's things that she wants him to get in check, because clearly there has been some cheating, and that's probably why they broke up. So he kind of says now, because he commentates too. So he was saying after the games, he goes to his room. He is trying not to make any mistakes that he has in his past from his previous marriage. And that marriage, it was to Gloria Govan. So then we get to Anasa sitting down having dinner with Beverly Johnson. And they're both just so beautiful. They are just beautiful women. And Beverly still lives in Palm Springs, as I said. Anasa and Matt, they live in LA. And Anasa wants Beverly to move closer to her to help out with the kids. And Beverly's like, no. She's like, lady, no, those are your kids. I ain't got the time. Baby, I didn't even raise you. What makes you think I'm going to help with your kids? I couldn't handle you by yourself. What makes you think I can handle six? But she does, say she'll visit the grandkids. She's always gonna visit. And they're talking about, the next move. And Nasa seems like she wants to get carve out some time for herself. And Beverly's like, well, yeah, you're a Capricorn. You move slow, but you're always going to make it to the top. And Beverly talks about how controlling Anasa is. So Anasa wants to explore. She wants to do things outside the house, outside the family. I guess she's retired from being a plus size model, and she's a mom now. So her and Matt, they go out to dinner. They're talking about the wedding. Now, besties, y'all want to make a bet? Do you think they're going to get married? I don't know. I'm kind of like, she don't seem like she's let the past go. And that's a problem. When you get back with someone, you have to let stuff go. That's how you got to move forward. Life moves forward. No matter what we go through, life is going to move forward. If you live another day, tomorrow is coming. You got to keep moving. So they're out to dinner. They talk about the wedding, the house. They want a baby girl, but she doesn't want to carry. And he was like, yo, you don't want to carry because it took you so long to get your body back. So she discussed when they broke up in 2020, she was in a dark place from all the cyberbullying because he kind of put it out there in the public's eye that they broke up, and they just cyberbullied her. So he was like, yeah, I do apologize for that. I did a public apology. And he asked her, like, why did you take me back? And she said, well, the big picture is the kids. And, this is our second chance. And she said, this is it. Yeah, they're trying to build their trust, and I'm like, it's not going to work. It's not going to work. She does not trust Matt. And we're going to see that in the next episode. I just don't think this is going to work. So Matt goes out with his boys. They're at a bar. Actually, I believe they're at Fix's. That is Kenny Johnson's restaurant. And they're out there talking, and he's telling the boys that, they're how counseling is going, and they're all encouraging him to keep going like this is it, blah, blah, blah. Seem like a good crew of guys. Everybody seems to be a little older or maybe the same age, and they all supporting each other, seems like. Anasa she's trying to get out. So we get back to the family, to the house. Anasa's trying to get all the kids out the door with school. And then she has a photo shoot with her mom later. So she got the 6 kids. They go to 4 different schools, and she has to drop everybody off. So this photo shoot, she gets there an hour late. This is 50 years since the Vogue cover that Beverly Johnson was on. They doing all the photo shoots. They're doing all the changing of the clothes. They're taking the pictures. Anasa is rushing. And she realizes that she might just be over being a model. She likes being a mom. She loves it, actually. One of the girls, her daughter is in basketball. One of her sons is in football. And she is like, I have to go. I'm 45 minutes away. I got to go get the kids, take them to practice. It's never ending. So back at home, Matt is packing, getting ready to hit the road. He's going over what he's got going on. He's going to have dinner with his sister. He got 2 basketball games to commentate. He's going to do some golfing. And this is the time where she wants to talk about the female fans. And his car is outside waiting on him. And he's like, babe, I got to go. Like, I got things to do. This is not the time. So he's like, when I get to where I'm going, I'll call you and talk about it. And it's like, What is it that you want to talk about? He just told you in therapy that he don't want to make the same mistakes. He just told you he's going to do his job and go to the room. I mean, what are you going to do? Okay. We'll see next week on the next episode, I guess. So that was pretty much it for this episode. I'm going to keep up with it. I don't think this is going to work. Maybe she should do some counseling by herself so she can get the tools that she needs to learn how to let things go. She's going to have to let the past go. You're going to have to let the past go. But okay, you guys, I didn't ask what do you rate this episode. I give it, I mean, it gave you pretty much, it covered stuff. They love each other. They're in therapy. The kids are outside playing basketball. He flirted. They had some me time. They went to dinner. She hung out with her mom, did the photo shoot thing. You saw her, getting the kids to school and all that. And okay, we'll see how it goes. Okay, you guys, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and comment. I want to know, how do you rate this show? What do you think? Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and I will see you in the next video. Bye, besties.